This is the Mazda vehicles lineup. At the bottom of the chain, we have the Mazda Flare and Mazda Carol, which is just a rebadged version of the Suzuki Alto. So this is not an in-house product from Mazda. It has a 660cc petrol engine, and you have seen them doing Bolt and Uber on the streets. Next in line is the Mazda Demio, otherwise known as the Mazda 2. This is also the first in-house product from Mazda. Engine options for the Demio are 1.3 liter petrol, 1.5 liter petrol, and the 1.5 liter diesel. Most come with 6-speed automatic and front-wheel drive. The Demio is also available in all-wheel drive and manual transmission, though this is a rare sighting in the Kenyan market. And then we have the Mazda Axela, otherwise known as Mazda 3. This is a small family car that comes in both the sedan and hatchback body form. Engine options for the Axela include a 1.5 liter petrol, 1.5 liter diesel, and a 2 liter petrol and a 2.2 liter diesel. The Axela entered a new generation in 2019, dropping the name Axela and adapting the name Mazda 3 for all its markets. The new generation, or what Kenyans call new shape, comes with the different engine options, eliminating the 2.2 liter diesel and replacing it with the 1.8 liter diesel, and adding a special engine called the Sky Active X, which is a 2 liter petrol engine that Mazda claims comes with special technology that carries both the benefits of a diesel engine and a petrol engine. We'll talk about it in detail in another video. And then next in line we have the Mazda Atenza, also known as Mazda 6, coming both in sedan and station wagon. Engine options include the 2 liter petrol, 2.5 liter petrol, and a 2.2 liter diesel. The Atenza has particularly performed well, especially in hard automotive times where brands are struggling to sell sedans. Unfortunately, production for the Atenza ended in 2024, and it is yet to be replaced by a full EV sedan version called the Mazda 6e. Atenza enthusiasts were hoping that it would be replaced by another sedan carrying 3 liter inline 6 rear-wheel drive engines found in the CX-80, the CX-90, which we will come to later. Next in line is the Mazda Roadster, also known as Mazda MX-5 Miata. This is a two-seater that comes either as a cabriolet or a hardtop, with two engine options, which are 1.5 liter and 2 liter both petrol engines. The MX-5 also has a super rich history starting in 1989, and it has gone through 4 generations, with the new one expected to be launched in 2026. They are not made in huge numbers because they appeal to very few individuals who love sporty and stylish cars. This marks the end of sedans, wagons, and hatchbacks. Now we go to SUVs. The first SUV in the chain is Mazda CX-3, which is based on the Mazda Demio platform. It is pretty much a Demio in high heels for higher ground clearance. The SUV aspect makes it more practical and also able to handle soft off-roading capabilities. Because it's a Demio in boots, it shares engines with the Demio and an additional 2 liter petrol, which is also in the Axela. And then we have the Mazda CX-30. This specific model was introduced in 2019 together with the new Mazda 3, which is typically a raised version of the Mazda 3. The CX-30 is a compact crossover SUV meant to appeal to SUV lovers, and that is because in the last 10 years, the consumers have moved their preference from hatches and sedans to SUVs. Next in line is the Mazda CX-5. Just as I said earlier, the CX-5 and Atenza share engines. It's a crossover SUV offering bigger headroom, legroom, and boot space compared to the smaller CX-3. Also, the CX-5 is where we start getting extra features such as a sunroof, Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, and superior surround sound system in an SUV. The CX-5 has typically performed well in sales not just in Kenya but also worldwide, and it has been in existence since 2013. 2017 models are the new generation, receiving a facelift in 2022, and a new generation is expected to roll out in 2025. Next in line is the Mazda MX-30, which is the only electric vehicle made by Mazda. It is based on the Mazda CX-30 platform. It was launched in 2019, sales beginning in 2020. However, Mazda is not producing the MX-30 in full scale because a majority of the markets are yet to fully adopt EV technology. Next in line are two brothers, the CX-8 and CX-9, which are the only 7-seater SUVs made by Mazda. They are pretty much a CX-5 with a longer wheelbase to accommodate the 7 seats for bigger families. Otherwise, everything else including engine options, interior tech are similar to those of the CX-5. And then here are the additional models, some of which are not available for the JDM source markets. First one is the CX-60, which is now a luxury high-end Mazda mid-size SUV. This, alongside many other Mazda SUVs, was introduced in 2022 on a new platform that is supposed to carry the next generation of Mazda vehicles with the rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive powertrains. Engine options for the CX-60 include a 2.5-liter inline-4, a 3-liter inline-6, and a 3.3-liter inline-6, all petrol and turbocharged. We also have the 3.3-liter inline-6 diesel as well. It carries the latest tech and interior luxury that are meant to compete with the likes of BMW and Mercedes-Benz. The CX-60 is currently the only model available for the JDM source market, meaning it can be imported to Kenya. On the same platform, we have the CX-70, CX-80, and CX-90, but these are made for foreign markets which are not Japanese. The CX-90 is the current flagship model for the Mazda, offering top-notch specs and technology. Another Mazda model you may never see in right-hand drive configuration is the Mazda CX-50. It's a very big contender in the American markets. The CX-50, in comparison to the CX-5, is a more rugged version, and it is able to handle off-road terrains better than the CX-5. We also have Mazda 4, which is exclusively a Chinese Mazda car. This is the current lineup of Mazda cars, though I have not fully exhausted all of them. My name is Brian, your favorite car plug for cars in Nairobi, Mombasa, and we also do direct imports. Cheers.